Within the boxing universe, Evander Holyfield will always be remembered as one of the most formidable pugilists to ever step into the ring. With an impressive wingspan and massive muscle definition, Holyfield stood out as a hybrid heavyweight, sporting a square jaw surrounded by speculation about whether performance-enhancing substances contributed to his physique. Father of 11 children with 6 different women, he possessed a power in his hands far beyond what the average man could withstand. You are very welcome here on this channel. If you are a martial arts lover, subscribe to be part of this hunt through the fighting world. Evander Holyfield was born on October 19, 1962, in Atmore, Alabama, and was raised in Sugar Hill, a small, low-income suburb of Atlanta. Holyfield's family moved when he was 4, and at the age of 8, he joined a club where he met Carter Morgan, who introduced him to the field of boxing. In 1980, he told all his friends that he inherited his athletic genes from his mother, who was an exceptional runner and skater. From a very young age, Evander Holyfield was deeply interested in the world of boxing and started fighting right there in the streets. However, he almost gave up when a white boy named Cecil Brown beat him up twice in the street. But Evander found the courage to fight him again. In their 3rd round, he finally achieved victory. When Holyfield was just 15 years old, he became the Southeast Regional Champion. When he won that tournament, he earned the award for Best Boxer of the Season. Shortly after, he had an amateur career with 160 wins, 76 of them by knockout. At the 1983 Pan American Games in Caracas, Venezuela, Holyfield won a silver medal after losing to a Cuban named Pablo Romero.
Another good combination. And another good combination.
In 1980, Holyfield became the National Golden Gloves champion and went on to represent the United States at the Olympic Games in the summer of 1984 in Los Angeles, California. Representing the U.S., he received the bronze medal in the light heavyweight division.
Evander Holyfield began his professional fighting career as a cruiserweight. In his 12th fight, he finally became champion, defeating Dwight Muhammad Qawi by points in 1986. The following year was another very productive one for Holyfield. He became the first universally recognized cruiserweight world champion after defeating the WBC champion Carlos de Leon.
A blistering attack by Evander Holyfield.
This fight took place in Las Vegas and was stopped in the 8th round. Evander Holyfield was formidable, battering Carlos at will. He won convincingly in every round, and with that fight, he simply said goodbye to the weight class. That year, Holyfield moved up to the heavyweight category, where he underwent intensive muscle gain treatment with Lee Haney, an 8-time Mr. Olympia. At the time, many experts suspected the use of anabolic steroids and other substances to alter his hormonal axis. Holyfield was promised a title shot against Tyson in 1990. Instead of fighting Tyson immediately, Holyfield made his first title defense against Buster Douglas. They faced off on October 25, 1990. Douglas came into the fight delivering very little against a Holyfield who had just found his ideal form and weight.
About the same, except one man looks a little bit heavier. But there's not this huge size difference everybody's talking about.
In the third round, Holyfield landed a knockout combination. He also defeated former world champion George Foreman. This fight was billed as the Battle of the Ages.
Right hand stuns Douglas.
Caught him going in.
A direct reference to the age gap between the young, undefeated 28-year-old champion and the much older George Foreman, who was already 42. In this fight, Holyfield weighed in at 208 pounds, while George Foreman was 257 pounds. Foreman lost the fight by decision, lasting 12 full rounds against a much younger opponent. This marked the beginning of a fight trajectory involving the young Riddick Bowe. In the super heavyweight clash, Holyfield suffered his first defeat against Riddick, who took the undisputed title by unanimous decision in 12 rounds.
Cortez. It's over. That's it. It is over. That's it.
The 10th round of this fight was named the Round of the Year, and Holyfield was knocked down in the 11th. This era launched the Sega Genesis game Evander Holyfield's Real Deal Boxing, which became an epic hit at the time, featuring Holyfield as the main character.
Box.
He fought Bowe again on November 6, 1993. In what is considered by many sports historians as one of the most bizarre moments in boxing history. During the 7th round, the crowd stood up and many people began to run for cover from something falling. Holyfield took his eyes off Bowe for a moment and told Bowe to look at the sky.
What they saw was a man in a parachute flying dangerously close to them. The man almost entered the ring, but his parachute got tangled in the lights and he landed on the ring ropes, being pulled into the crowd where he was beaten by members of Bowe's entourage.
And somebody in a parachute has just landed on the edge of the ring, has been pulled away by security guards. The fight has been brought to a halt.
Bowe's pregnant wife fainted and had to be taken from the arena directly to the hospital. That same year, Holyfield was forced to retire after being diagnosed with a heart problem. This problem was identified as cardiac amyloidosis, or stiff heart, a condition where the heart is unable to pump enough oxygen through the blood to muscles and tissues. Other tests also revealed that the boxer had a small hole in his heart, though it was not life-threatening. Doctors monitored the champion's health closely. A year later, Holyfield mysteriously passed all tests and returned to the ring after claiming that a spiritual healer helped him recover. He returned to boxing and defeated Mike Tyson in 1996 to reclaim his WBA title, becoming the first boxer since Muhammad Ali to win the World Heavyweight title 3 times.
Of cardiacs. A straight right hand. Oh, a straight right combination by Holyfield.
In the 1997 rematch against Mike Tyson, Holyfield won after Tyson was disqualified for biting Holyfield's ear.
Tyson with a short left hook to the head of Holyfield. A right hand by Mike Tyson to the head of Holyfield. A straight right. Tyson's trying to get at Holyfield again, I believe. It is complete bedlam, and Tyson is just taking swipes at anybody in front of him.
In 1999, Holyfield fought Lennox Lewis for the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. That fight ended in a controversial draw, but he was later defeated in the rematch.
Evander Holyfield should get to that body and make him drop those hands.
And Holyfield trying seconds of fighting. They fought a lot better fight than Lewis.
He then defeated John Ruiz to regain the WBA title, surpassing Muhammad Ali to become the first boxer to win a heavyweight championship 4 times.
Eyes on the target, breath held tight. If you've never been hit, you don't know the fight. Guard up high with my soul exposed. In this ring, the truth gets fully disclosed. Every blow is a prayer unsaid.
Shortly after, Holyfield lost the title in a rematch against Ruiz. These 3 fights formed an epic trilogy.
To scream, my heart pounds hard like a
After more than 10 fights, winning 5 of them, legal trouble struck. A notice was posted by the bank stating that Holyfield's property, valued at $10 million, would be auctioned. This estate spanned 54,000 square feet, boasting 109 rooms and 17 bathrooms. It was auctioned due to foreclosure, and rapper Rick Ross ended up acquiring the property. In this tide of bad luck, adding to his financial problems, the mother of one of his children filed a lawsuit for non-payment of 2 months of child support. A landscaping company also went to court seeking $550,000 in unpaid debts for their services. At this time, Holyfield's name was linked to a pharmacy in Alabama that was under investigation for supplying athletes with steroids and growth hormones. All clues pointed directly to Evander Holyfield. That same year, Holyfield made a public announcement stating he would proceed with his own investigation into the steroid allegations to clear his name.
After a fight against Nielsen, Holyfield attempted a shot at the World Heavyweight title, but all the major belts were held by the Klitschko brothers. After another year of trying to secure this fight, Yahoo News reported his intention to retire in 2012, with Holyfield stating that at 50 years old, he had done practically everything he wanted in boxing. Later that same month, Holyfield appeared to change his mind, saying he still considered himself an active boxer. Unable to secure a title shot, his career remained in limbo for several months. However, in June 2014, after not fighting for 3 years, Holyfield announced his definitive retirement. As the curtains fall on the legendary life of Evander Holyfield, the shine of youth that illuminated his every step inside the ring was gradually replaced by the marks of age, an intimate battle against his greatest adversary. The hands that once launched devastating, epic blows now trembled slightly with the passing of decades. During 27 years of passionate dedication to boxing, Holyfield not only embodied the spirit of the sport, but also personified the strength, determination, and resilience that made him a living legend. There are various fighting and martial arts forums alleging a possible trilogy between Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield. We don't know if this will really happen. We only know that Mike Tyson has been very involved in the fight world and is in great physical shape. If you liked this story, leave your like, and I suggest you comment on what you would like to see here on this channel. A big hug.